X News, your reliable source for all artificial intelligence news updates. I'm Stephanie Kessel, co-founder of Athena X, an AI implementation consulting firm and a makeshift artificial intelligence journalist. I have no journalistic background whatsoever. I am not qualified other than the fact that I can read, I understand and follow artificial intelligence because we do that for our business, but I am not a journalist, and you'll be able to tell that when I report on the news. But I do love artificial intelligence. I love business. And so I am passionate about this subject, and that's what YouTube was made for. So that's why I'm here to help you, if you are interested in artificial intelligence, receive all of the updates that you could possibly want. I will be going live every single day, reporting on the topics that I find interesting or you tell me you find interesting. So just a reminder that in order to view our videos, if you go just directly to our channel, you will not be able to see them under the videos tab because I broadcast live. All of our videos will be under the live tab. So just something to keep in mind. To support our channel, please subscribe, like, and click the bell icon. This will help YouTube know that we're providing a good service here, and it'll start showing it to other people who are interested in AI, and that'll help us out. And the bell icon will update you every time I go live. So you'll get a little alert on your mobile device if you're logged in on there, and it'll say, hey, she's going live. There must be something interesting in the AI world. So that's what that bell icon does. Anyway, stick with us and you will stay ahead of the AI curve. All right, so today we have some interesting news. Let's click on over so you can see. We have this, it's the National Law Review reporting on the AI Washington Report, National Priorities for Artificial Intelligence. I'd say this is pretty important because, whatever the feds decide at some point is going to dictate what the rest of us have to live with as far as regulation and everything else is concerned when it comes to artificial intelligence. So this is pretty important to keep on top of. Here's what you need to know about this, the national priorities, according to this report. The Biden administration is building on AI strategies started under the Obama administration and continued by the Trump administration, each one committing to develop a national AI strategy. The National Artificial Intelligence Initiative Office, NAIIO, part of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, will likely be the body implementing a unified federal framework on AI, given enough funding and expertise. So they're going to hand this over to these guys. The OSTP, that's the Office of Science and Technology Policy, has recently issued a request for information on national priorities for artificial intelligence, focusing on protection of rights, advancing equity, bolstering democracy, promoting economic growth, and innovating in public services. So these are their priorities. In the coming months, key reports and frameworks will be released that will guide the federal strategy on AI. So we will definitely keep you abreast of any of those updates as they come through. These frameworks are going to be crucial as we move forward. Stakeholders are advised to closely watch the appropriations process after the enactment of the debt limit increase. The AI The Washington Report will continue to keep stakeholders informed of developments in potential legislative, executive, and regulatory activities regarding AI, building on responses to the OSTP's RFI and insights from previous initiatives. So, I'm going to be following this very closely, and we'll keep you abreast. In addition to overseeing the studies commissioned by the NAII, the Biden administration commissioned the OSTP to publish an RFI on an AI Bill of Rights. After a year of consultation, the OSTP released the blueprint for an AI Bill of Rights in October 2022, a document containing 5 principles that should guide the design and use and development of automated systems to protect the American public in the age of artificial intelligence. These principles are, so this is the most, this was back in October of 2022, so not that long ago. As safe and effective systems, AI systems should be designed with appropriate diligence, consultation with relevant stakeholders, safety measures in place, and without an intent or reasonably foreseeable possibility of endangering individual safety. Algorithmic discrimination protections. Designers of algorithmic systems should implement proactive, let me move this up a little bit, and proactive and continuous measures to ensure that their products are neither directly nor indirectly discriminating against certain populations. Designers and developers, data privacy. Designers, developers, and deployers of automated systems should seek your permission and respect your decisions regarding collection, use, access, transfer, and deletion of your data in appropriate ways and the greatest extent possible. Data is the next battlefield as far as war goes. Data and the cyber world is where war will probably begin next. At least that's what I was reading about from the cybercrimes division. All of the biggest countries in the world have been collecting data on as much as they can, and that is why the TikTok was almost banned here. All right, so notice and explanation. Individuals impacted by the use of AI systems should know that an automated system is being used and understand how and why it contributes to outcomes that concern them. Human alternatives, consideration, and fallback. Individuals subject to AI systems should be able to opt out from automated systems in favor of a human alternative where appropriate. That's going to be interesting when it comes to businesses. I guess that's like in a chat bot, I want us to talk to a human. They already, most businesses naturally already offer that as a solution. All right, so we'll keep you posted when this framework develops. Next up, this was just an interesting article that I thought you might find interesting because I did. Vancouver company's AI website aims to reduce food and plastic waste. And here is what you need to know. Vancouver-based tech company Intuitive is developing an AI-driven website called Oscar Pocket to answer public inquiries about recycling, food, waste, and sustainability. Oscar Pocket aims to provide location-specific guidance for recycling and waste disposal. For example, users can identify their location and ask for the nearest recycling depot for specific items such as styrofoam. CEO Hassan Murad is inviting potential collaborators to join and experiment with the product to enhance its usability. The website is intended to be similar to ChatGPT, but specialized in recycling and waste disposal information. Intuitive has a history of creating waste management technology. In 2019, the company launched Oscar Sort, a system used by food service businesses and airports to guide customers on proper recycling practices. It is now deployed at approximately 500 sites, and the client base is tripling annually. I think the reason why I found this so interesting is because of all the different use cases you can consider. Using AI to identify your location and ask for the nearest such and such. Well, you could use that for an infinite number of things, couldn't you? Here's your location, identify, and I mean, obviously Google Maps can do a search for you, but this is different. Like these are, services. I can imagine a service like this, but it's, the different categories are already embed in the app or whatever, and it can distill. It can filter out information and find what you need much quicker. So prior to 2019, Intuitive raised over $2 million from venture capitalists and angel investors across North America, but has not sought additional funding since. The company primarily sells its technology through partnerships with large food service companies such as Sodexo and Aramark. So that's just a fun little, hey, Oscar Pocket, hey, I'm here. Where do I take this if you're really interested in recycling? It's really, this is one use case, but I was just thinking on the broader view for a business maybe like yours, how could we use AI to do that for your business? It's just something to think about. All right, next up, I'm forever fascinated by the topic of Mark Zuckerberg. As a business owner, several times over, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have used and spent many dollars on advertising with Mark Zuckerberg, and I follow him because it's one of the parts of business that we need to stay abreast on. Okay, so after a rocky year, Facebook had a lot of things coming at them from all angles this past year. After a rocky year, Zuckerberg lays out a Meta's roadmap, an AI roadmap for employees. So here's what you need to know. Well, it's a new vision for Meta, but it heavily entails AI. So Mark Zuckerberg has outlined a new vision for Meta during an all hands meeting following a challenging period of layoffs and difficulties in gaining mainstream traction for its virtual reality ambitions. It's his metaverse. He wants people to, get inside the metaverse and never leave, and buy virtual clothes and virtual shoes and, virtual everything. So your entire wallet will be spent inside this fake reality. That's his goal for the future. And I'm not saying that it probably will come true. I don't know, but it hasn't worked out so far. He acknowledged the necessity of recent layoffs and emphasized the goal of creating a better technology company that shipped better products more quickly, something he admitted Meta was not doing effectively. The company plans to improve its artificial intelligence work, aiming to integrate it across all apps, including WhatsApp, Messenger, and Instagram. It also plans to democratize artificial intelligence, making it accessible to a wider audience as a part of its metaverse vision. Executives also unveiled Meta's plans to improve Instagram's short-form video product, Reels, to compete with TikTok, and discussed a new social app, Project 92, designed to function similarly to Twitter. Interesting. Zuckerberg defended Meta's open source approach to AI development, despite external criticisms of potential misuse and the spread of misinformation, arguing that it enables wider scrutiny and collaboration. There's two sides to every coin. He also criticized Apple's recently launched Vision Pro headset for its high cost and solitary focus, contrasting it with Meta's socially focused metaverse vision. Of course, they had to take a jab at Apple. I thoroughly enjoy the big tech wars. I don't know why. It's just fascinating how these big companies always take jabs at each other while they're, scrambling for the top spot on the pedestal. Well, Zuckerberg kind of got knocked off that pedestal, and we'll see if he can make it back. It'll be interesting. All right. And as promised, I decided that from now on, I would report on a few interesting news articles. There were so many more that I could have reported on today, but I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short and sweet and report on, things that I find interesting and hopefully that you will find interesting. But if there's something that you really, truly find interesting that I'm not reporting on, please comment and I will respond. I just wanted to show you what Edge has recently done. I don't know if you use Microsoft Edge. I have not used Edge in years. I just didn't enjoy using it. It wasn't my preferred thing, but I will tell you that I have been using it more and more lately. They have been doing some updates that I think are relatively top of the line as far as the search engine goes. So this new Edge, if you come to Edge now, first of all, Bing is now powered by an upgraded version of the same type of large language model that ChatGPT is based off of. And I think Bing was not good for a long time, but I do like a few things about Bing that ChatGPT doesn't necessarily do. And so I've been playing with it well, and I also need to be aware of all of AI, and I want to know. I don't want to just hear about it. I don't want to just make a decision without trying them all. So I've been trying being out a lot more lately just to see how, and I think it's coming along, to be honest. But I like that when you go to Edge, there's this menu along the side here, and you just go to Bing Chat up here. And you have the chat, so you can just chat with it, just like with ChatGPT. And you can choose more precise, more balanced, or more creative. That's kind of interesting, And when you ask it anything, let's say, what is Meta's, AI vision? And it will, oops, let me retype that. What is AI vision? See if it comes up with anything. Something went wrong. All right. What is Bing? Let's see what happens. I'm a machine, not a human. Blah, 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 blah. Learn more here. And they typically have articles that you can reference, and then they have suggestions and all that stuff. But what's cool here is that they have a compose, and you can choose the tone and what format, and it will, AI generated content will be shown here. I really like this. Like if you're writing an email or whatever, you can you can just put in some prompts and it will generate a full-on email, which is nice. And then insights. This is just another AI tool based on things that you've searched and all of that stuff. So, but the chat and the compose are really good. And that that will be it for today. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon for more updates. And we will see you for our next update.